welcome everybody, or all six of you, to the Weekly Echo podcast. I tried to change the stream name before we went live here, but it didn't seem to take. I'm not sure why, but this is the Weekly Echo.
Do it
We are
again. We'll do it
back.
live.
we are back again from Monday here again here with Andy W. Say hello, Andy.
Yo, what's up?
We got Palidore as well. Palidore.
Ooh, put some oomph into it. Hello, I'm here again. Like I said, right before we went live, maybe my voice being heard too much today, so we'll keep it chill. But hi.
And yes, as well, we have Strembitsky here.
Hello. Hi.
And yeah,
Hi.
Late Toast saying
Hi,
hi,
buddy.
Hi, Late Toast. Also noticing the new layout. This is thanks to Palidore. Palidore decided to put a little work into this, and yeah, I'm a big fan of it myself. Late Toast saying he a new layout looks much better. Five Spotted Dog saying, "Ooh, I like the new layout." I definitely agree with you guys. Some great work here from Palidore. So big, major thanks to Palidore. Kind of giving us a step up here. I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely step up. Looks great. Looks clean.
Yeah.
That's always great. Palidore putting in work with the overlays.
Palidore did this, dude.
Palidore.
It's pretty, dude. It's pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
I
thanks.
absolutely agree.
Same with the VRML ones, though. It
Yo,
just transfers
Palidore,
over.
can you make me a stream overlay, bro? What do you?
Yeah,
I'll
I think I
start
need to-
streaming Echo again, dude. I promise.
I do need to start a Patreon or something. Jeez, but yeah, no, I'm happy to do these things. For Dim. Like, he wasn't the one who approached me. I approached him because it's one of those things. Like I said, Dimwee has been doing like really great on the casting. He just got his 100th game today in that match earlier. Illuminati and well King. And yeah, it was just like I said, my pleasure because he's been doing great work with VRML, and so I put in just a little time
Yeah,
to
Dimwee.
spruce it up. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
really
Yeah.
grateful for you.
Exciting. Nice to hit that milestone. But yeah, just doing what I'm enjoying doing. This is a lot of fun doing all this stuff. And,
Five Spotted Dog says Pally is amazing when it comes to overlays and puns. Thank you for at least the latter half.
The Punador.
I can do other things. Once upon a time, I won some games.
Once upon a time. Oh, he snuck it in there. He didn't mean to.
I had to do it to him.
that
Once upon a
might just
time.
be Strem's
Long
cat in that
ago.
picture, I still ass.
Strems. Oh,
Where's
and
my
the
cat?
In
the
icon, your Discord icon.
Oh yeah, that is definitely my cat.
what
Yep.
what was the name again? I forgot. It was a good one though. Mr. Something or other.
Mr. Minx.
Mr. Vinks. There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shout out.
But, all right, so something else about this UI, you're going to want to watch this as we transition. We're going to go right into our first matchup here. And this is the one of Galaxy and Space Force. As I hit that button, whoa.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
Yo, that was really cool. That was really cool. That's well done.
Nice little. It reminds me of, as I told Strem earlier, it reminds me of the Batman transitions from the old 1950s TV show. Absolutely.
I
love
didn't.
it.
Never thought of that. I can't unsee it now though, or unhear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't unhear it for sure.
No, we got to add that officially now to the next build.
That's definitely one thing I like about it. It feels like an awesome little throwback. But all right, so the functionality of this is really cool. Y'all got to see this. So I'm doing
God, I
this
hope it
all
doesn't
from my
break.
tablet because we're using Updeck, and I'm so excited to show it off. Of course, I might throw in a few errors now and again in learning how to use it. But check this out. So Andy picking Space and 2 Space Force is on the blue team. This is Galaxy versus Space Force. Teams on the left are orange. Teams on the right are blue. You can kind of see the color indentation. So we'll pick Andy picking Space in 2, so that's blue in 2. You got Powder over Space in 2, and Strem with Space in 2, and look at that, pops up right on the screen there.
Ooh.
Yeah. beautiful,
Wow.
right? And then check this out.
Ooh.
Oh.
And the results of the game is actually Space in 2, and so we hit this button, and pow.
Pow! It worked.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness.
Oh my god.
Absolutely
are big
phenomenal.
league now.
This is all automated. All I got to do is hit a few buttons, and this comes out. And that's absolutely beautiful. And then one more feature here. And I could hide the scores, but because this is a new feature, I want to keep them live today. So that's 2 points apiece to everybody. And you can see as I hit these buttons here, that will tally up on the screen. And now I'm at 2 points.
Oh ho ho.
I like it. I'm almost feeling like this is half sarcastic at this point, but I'm
Make
glad
him
we
green.
like it.
Make our points green. Keep everything else white, dude.
Not
Fine.
Next
idea,
time,
man.
next time,
But
next
yeah,
time,
we can
next time.
always go
Yeah,
back
no.
to. I mean, that's an easy little
good
change to
suggestion,
turn into a. I could do that. I could do it right now, but we're not going to do that right now. But yeah, that's 2 points apiece to everybody on that first matchup. I don't know if anybody got a chance to watch that one. That would be a no. All right, we'll go ahead and.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to remember which one of the Galaxy matches I casted because I had the two. I probably should know this, but again, I kind of came in hot off that last cast, and being a Sunday, doing I don't know how many 6 or whatever cat. Usually on those busy days, my brain turns a little bit to mush by the end, so my bad if I'm a little bit off.
And I was Sports asking if that spec cam means we're going to see a level 25 scoring them in the pubs, and absolutely, buddy. It's definitely going to happen at one point. Eventually, I'd like to get like the highlight reels in, but that's actually there's a bit of a tediousness to it. So maybe not just yet, but still having the pub cam running, I definitely still like the touch on that. As we move on now to our next matchup, this one Space Force versus Olympus. As the goes out, and we get Space Force versus Olympus, and let's see, Andy picking space in 3, Palidore space in 2, Strem space in 2. And so all I got to do is, I did that incorrect. And I should, let's see how it corrects. Oh, it corrects immediately. That's beautiful.
Lovely.
And so that's going to be 1 point to Andy and 2 apiece to Palidore and Strum.
A late toast in the chat saying lots of da-da-das in there. I think going for the theme instead, but yes.
Yeah, he's
Shut
got the
up.
whole thing. Eh,
Doorman. I don't know.
Nightman. Fighter of Dayman.
Hey, man.
Wait, I got it backwards. It's Dayman, fighter of the Nightman, bro. Guardian
I
of
haven't
the
actually seen it in
Sun.
a while. That is definitely a fun one. And I guess not much to say about this one. I feel like this one was just recently, but I don't remember much from it. Actually, I don't know that I saw this one. Olympus, that new team, a new team lands in Aeronite, Enemy Flight, Ender's Latin Pyro Boy. That is not correct. Oh no! For some reason, the rosters are backwards on the business here.
Backwards. Maybe put them in. One.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like first the set
I
teams,
was the
then
setting
second
rosters.
rosters.
Okay, that makes sense.
There you go. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So,
No
all right, we'll go
problem.
ahead and move on now to this next matchup: 6 foot over versus Skull Crusaders. And again, because I didn't do that thing yet, it's not that they're backwards. It's that all of these the roster lists at the moment are just incorrect because I'm still learning how to use this blasted machine.
No harm, no foul. as I
Yes,
like to
we
say.
got
True.
Andy with a Skull in 2. We got Palidore with Guinness in 3 and Strem with Guinness in 2.
Guinness.
6 foot over.
6 foot over.
6 foot over.
I am confused.
I'm
Oh.
confused.
I can't follow my own friggin' notes here. Sorry.
Late toast saying
Yeah,
boomer dimly.
Boomer. You got a boomer
Okay,
alert.
yeah, a bit of a boomer. You're all picking Skull. It's 2-3-2. So that's those are the picks. In fact, there, and that's going to be that was Skull in 3.
Pallidore's in the lead.
Palidore took it.
So
It's
3
3
for
votes.
3.
Palidore 1 point apiece to Andy and Strem.
Oh dang, momentum shift.
Yeah, another one. I'm fairly certain I
Momentum
didn't actually
shift.
get to watch this one either. There's a few games I didn't get my eyes on this week because of my own games, scrims and practices going on. I'm sure we all have stuff like that going on throughout the week as well. Excuse me, I have my
Oh, no,
voice cracked a little bit there.
I just have
Yeah.
these games. That's it.
You think you're funny,
That's all I
Pallidoore?
have.
You think
No
you're funny?
excuses
You
for
think you're funny?
Pallidoore.
Oh no, it's not funny. It's quite sad. But anyway, yes, yeah, so Crusader looking really good lately. And yeah, I figured it'd be competitive because 6 foot over and Skull Crusaders are kind of two teams almost from the same branch. I feel like where they're both kind of up and coming, new to competitive teams, really looking for something to prove, and they're on a very similar trajectory there.
How did Oculusator do? I mean, if you remember anything about it.
Amazing. Like again, every single time I've casted him, he's literally like points, assists, steals, saves, stuns. Almost without fail, he's leading in every category across the board, and he did it again for his matches this week. So he's no joke. He's seriously been on a complete tear.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he progresses too, because we talked about it a little bit last week, especially with how he's just been able to pick up in the meta and what he's been doing with Skull Crusaders. So that's good to see. I'm going to be interested to follow him along, kind of what he ends up doing down the line.
Same.
All right, so that'll transition us into this next matchup between Guinness and Deception as I hit that button and and we have the proper rosters here as well. Guinness, Mo, Jolly, Leo, the Great, Supreme Buns, Captain Will, and Deception, Mozzie, Citrus, Dollar Ranger, Rival It's Worse, and Elite 1. And go ahead and get the results in here. That will be Deception in 3. Blue in 3. And let's see, you all picking Guinness here.
Woo!
No.
And Palidore with Guinness in 3, everyone else Guinness in 2. And so no points to anybody in this one.
Oh man, I don't get a point for at least calling the 3.
Ah,
No, you don't. Stop him. We don't. He doesn't.
L. Take our L's.
No, of course
Yeah.
not.
No, this was the game today, right?
This was.
Yeah, Link
I was
played,
actually
right?
yes, he did. I casted this game. This was on.
Yeah, so we were
on-
sorry. We were casting at the same time. That's why. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and this was a game. At the end, it's worth a watch because it came down to an overtime in Game 3, where in the last 30 seconds, Mojolly rocketed one in from as she was getting stunned right near that nest block, right underneath it. She launches it in from about 11 meters out on a goalie and gets it in for 3 in those last 30 seconds to tie it up to go to overtime. Now, the overtime finished out rather quickly. I think it was in less than 10 seconds. And I believe it was Mozzie getting that game-winning goal. Mozzie in the chat there. But it was an absolutely a phenomenal game between those two teams. Definitely one for everybody to go back and check out because they were close all the way through. It was really, really well fought between the two of them.
Definitely will. Yeah, that was the one. So I was casting on the other channel at the time, but yeah, I remember now. So when I went into the channel and joined you guys in the voice, you guys were like really hyping it up at how that was a great competitive game. So I'll have to check it.
It absolutely was, and that was one. It almost took us by surprise. There were 2 games that turned out like that today. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, the final one I casted as well, but we will get to that at some point, I do believe. Oh yeah, definitely. Even you just check out the last few minutes of that series between those two teams. I mean, it's definitely worth the watch because it gets. I mean, even I get excited because at one point, I think I told you this, Pally. I started just kind of for fun because I had been saying Mozzie's name wrong. I've been saying Motzi.
Oh,
have you? I didn't realize.
I think
I
I
didn't
started
realize.
doing it tonight, not without thinking. I mean, without thinking about it. And yeah, I got corrected in chat, so I just started calling everybody by the wrong name. Leo the Great turned into Leotha. And then as I was doing that, Mojolly was Mojolly. Mojolly got that goal, and it completely everything changed. I got like surprised, excited. It was absolutely phenomenal. So definitely check out, at the very least, check out the last few minutes of that game.
Will do. I think what you must have been doing, you looked at Mozzie and you're thinking like mozzarella, so like mozzarella. See?
He's just casting hungry. He's just casting hungry.
Well, I did work in pizza for like 13 years, and pizza cheese tends to be mozzarella or a mix of mozzarella and provolone. So, kind of makes sense.
Can we hear more about Dimwey's 13 years in pizza though?
Absolutely not. We will now move on to this next match here between
Pizza League
Chaos
win?
and there is no team. This one happening. This is the last one on the night here. This was taken by Team in 3. So that's Blue in 3.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Let's see, what were the predictions on that? Andy with Chaos in 3. Palidore with Team in 3. There is no Team in 3. And Strem with There is no Team in 3. So
Also, I want to say
2 points apiece to Palidore and Strembitsky.
Pointing out here, Ty Blow at Sports. I still said your game would go to 3, didn't I? So I gave you credit. Just saying. It's the other 2 you gotta yell at.
Palidore, you didn't never believe in that kid.
Look at his name. Look at that name. Can you trust this man?
He's trying to get them pity points, bro. You didn't vote for him. Don't lie.
I gave him a partial credit. You gave him no credit. So I know technically on a grade sheet.
Oh, why? You're trying to hand out partial credit now? Is that supposed to make people feel good?
Well, I don't know. Look, school is out. None of us are getting credits anymore. Let's move on.
All right, I accept it. I accept it. Let's move on.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, we'll take that as a transition to this next matchup here. This one between that new team of Adrenaline versus Spaghetti. Adrenaline, new team of White Fox, a dual game, Epic Pigeon, and Dragon King. A dual game also going by the other duel when he's playing. Dragon King, unfortunately, sick this week, so they were bringing in a couple different subs. I believe this was the game they had Chuck Norris playing for them. But this one did go to Spaghetti in 2 here. And it looks like all 3 of you pick a Spaghetti in 2, so all 3 of you will be getting 2 points on that one.
Woo! Woo!
Wait, that wasn't a Ric Flair woo. We were doing that earlier for Dimwee's 100th stream.
Yo, Dimwee, you got a limiter on my voice, right?
I do not. So
Ah.
we're just in Discord, and
Should have known. Should have known.
and we're
What
just
about a
doing
limiter on your
audio.
general OBS output?
No, you definitely redlined on that.
You
We want to hear the full force
should-
of you, Strem.
You should consider. You should consider the limiter idea.
I would definitely
Uncontained
consider it
Strembitsky.
moving ahead of the future. Of course, of my time. I did spend some time in like music studios over the years, but unfortunately, the skills I picked up there don't translate. I mean, some of them do translate really well, but some of them, some of the stuff, I'm really ignorant about. So I will try my best.
I don't think you're ignorant, bro.
Well, ignorant is it's just a matter of fact.
I think you're a really good person.
I'm getting mixed vibes here.
Yo, I think Andy's bringing out some weird
I missed
vibes.
it.
We should move on to the next.
Vibe check.
Actually, if you could, we're gonna have to stall a moment because I was not prepared to go to the next screen.
Oh shit! No, it's cool.
Come on.
We can keep talking about the vibes. We can keep rolling with the flow.
Leto says Corona time. Let's go.
There we go. All right, there we go.
There we go.
No. As we now have Adrenaline versus Ignite. This one going to Ignite in 2, and everybody picking Ignite in 2. So that is going to be again 2 points apiece to everybody.
Good job, boys. Good job. Good job.
Good job. Good round. Good round, everybody.
Good round.
GR.
Am I allowed to say that anymore? I don't know. I don't play.
What do you mean? Are you allowed to say? What does that even mean, Palidore?
I mean, I don't play, so I'm allowed to say GR.
Shut up! Shut up!
Just skips
Hey,
everything.
hey,
Goes straight to
hey,
shut up.
About that limiter on Strem, can we look into that?
Turn it down. Turn it down a little bit.
Definitely something we can look into in the future. But at the moment, no, nothing we can do about that. So
God.
Strem is just going to be.
Yo, you got Team Viewer? You got Team Viewer?
Uh,
Yeah, I'll do it for you. I got Team Viewer.
No, I am not giving you access to my computer. I know
Strem.
this trick, and I'm not going to fall for it.
Yo,
What
can you
is
just
it?
tell me? Can you just tell me?
And you'll be ransoming me for all my stuff.
Yo,
Put
it's
some
just a,
ransomware on.
it's just a sys key, bro. It's just a sys key. You know what that is? So, do you guys play
Uh,
Echo Arena?
I don't.
One or two
I don't
times.
play anything.
Do you like it? Do you like Echo Arena?
I mean, it's pretty all right.
It's a very good
It's
game.
a
Yes.
fun game. Yeah, it's
I really fuck with it. I don't know about you guys. Like, I can't control my excitement around that game, dude.
Okay, so I'll use this opportunity to say, actually give Strem and King a little bit of compliments because for the first 5 weeks or so, every time I join, I'm not kidding, without fail, within 10 seconds of joining a match like for King, every single time they would remind me to mute because I would hear just the loudest like F bombs and all this stuff all at once within 10 seconds of joining. They actually
the
have been.
time it's
This sounds all a little bit made up, Palidore. I don't know what kind of message you're trying to
80%
send.
of the time it's Strem.
Fabricated hate.
20% of the time it's sealable bag.
Are
I'm
you
just
trying to
going
get
to-
people talking? Huh? Are you trying
No,
to
no,
are you trying to turn them against me, Palidore?
A little bit, but all I'm saying is no, I'm giving you compliments. You've been good this week. Maybe it's just because you're live now and on the stream for the open comms. But I'm saying, it's
I can
good.
assure you, I've changed nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, just luck of the draw then. Law of
I
averages.
just realized Echo kind of crashed on me, so I'm having to bring that one back up again. And oh no, I don't know what that noise is. Okay, all right. So we're gonna move on to the next matchup here. And this one's Invictus versus INUICTUS Ultra. And this one did go to Ultra in 2. However, this was
I know this, however.
this was an insanely close game.
Really?
It
How
really
close?
was. It was.
No, it wasn't. It was okay.
No, it was. Did you watch?
No.
No, he didn't watch
He
it.
did not. No, it was it was insane. You had Grief, Princess, Swagger, and Cyanide. Playing there was Zox, Solid Shot, Brendan Cecil, and Haskell. Haskell.
Damn, that was.
They weren't able
That's
to
a game
get
I
in
actually
contact
wanted to
with
watch.
Citizen, and it was Invictus did an absolutely amazing job in their bubble. I mean, seriously, Nate plus Ultra, any goal they scored, it required 2, 3, 4 attempts before it actually went in. It was absolutely insane. And actually, Invictus carried the lead in that second game up until I think the last minute or so, where Nate plus Ultra got a late goal and took the lead right before the end. I was convinced we were going to a game 3. I started relaxing the voice to kind of, I was going to take the break between rounds. And then that goal went off, and I went, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, so this is going to be Nate plus Ultra too. It kind of surprised me. But there is, as I spike, as I redline now here with that. But fun fact, there was a mercy bet on this one.
Yep.
It was Palidore placing that mercy bet. And I can say confidently that there was absolutely no mercy. So
Palidore, do you even know Swagger Nuts, huh? Do you even know who that is, bro?
No, I don't. Do you remember what remember what I said? Oh wait, you lose a point? Well,
yeah, Palidore, come on. Jeez.
Oh, let's go. I thought you just gained no points, not lose a point. That is
never disrespect Swagger Nuts again.
I don't know. I said this last week. I said the reason I'm going with it is because Nate plus Ultra has chemistry and been together a long time. I don't know Invictus. That's just the truth.
For the record, Palidore, me and Andy both chose a mercy bet on another game, and we definitely didn't get a mercy. So,
well, there you go. But
it's coming back.
Point is, I just chose Nate plus Ultra because of chemistry. The fact that Invictus played as well as they did, tip my hat to you guys because I said I'd be happy to be proven wrong, and apparently I didn't get to watch it because I was casting the other game.
Oh shit!
But apparently I was proven wrong, so that was that's really impressive to hear, honestly.
At least you still get a point, though. I don't get no points.
Yeah, Strembitsky coming away with no points as he did pick Invictus in 3. Andy and Powder are going with Nate plus Ultra in 2.
Oh.
Yup.
And
you guys got the inside scoop.
I blow at sports saying that I'm dropping the disrespect. No disrespect. I mean, I had to choose. I was forced into it, okay?
You definitely got a little bit of disrespect somewhere in there, Pally. I can smell it.
I don't know. Mercy bet? Mercy
only
bet?
Only to my fellow casters. Skinny and Sputnik. I give the disrespect to them a little bit.
Yo, Swagger Nuts is a way better pub player than you give him credit for.
I don't know.
Why did you tell me that you think he can't hit his shots anymore, bro?
That felt like a really underhanded compliment there.
What is it? Because I called him a pub player so harshly?
The way you said it, yeah, I kind of felt that.
Come on, give me a break, bro. Come on.
Shane and Swagger, dude.
Yo, Swagger Nuts isn't just the homie. He's the real homie. You know what I mean?
Real homie, bro.
Yeah, so like,
real one.
Don't come out here telling me I don't know what I'm saying, dude.
Oh my god.
Right now he is a pub player. He just started ESL, and I'm stoked about that because I think he would be. He's going to be a very good VRML player, but right now he's still a pub player. I think that's just fair to say.
I'm just happy he joined because he quit for a little bit because of pubs. They gave him a reason to keep playing, so it's kind of hype.
Yo, Swagger, he's a really, really good player. I play pubs with him sometimes.
Yeah, no, he's a solid player. Really, Cyanide, Swagger, Princess, all really solid, really well-known pub players, at least at one point or another. Grief, I think, is relatively new to the game. I don't know him that well, unless that's a new name, which is very possible. And as well, King Crispy, he didn't play today, but I don't know him all that well. I know I ran into him in a pub earlier, but I don't remember much from that game in particular. We'll go ahead and now move on to the second. Oh, it's Palidore if you wanted to cut in there.
I was just going to also kind of say, too, for Nate plus Ultra, when I did say the Mercy bet, it's because I think they're fully capable of the Mercy in the sense that when they go off, like they're kind of insane. They're one of the teams in the league that does snowball at times. It doesn't happen all the time, but like it's like
you're right. I think you're right. You're right.
They could snowball more than other teams.
I would agree that they are the type of team that if they start winning and their whole team is in a good mindset, having fun, like they're in the zone, they're probably one of the scarier teams when they hit that point. For sure.
Yeah.
Dollar Rager in chat concerned did Andy get his 2 points? I can't say Andy did get his 2 points. He is just that far behind at the moment.
Hey. Only
And
one point behind
we
Strem.
are now on to Legends versus Ignite. Legends taking this one in 3, and we've got this is a maybe a game changer here as
Oh
Andy
no.
Andy picking Ignite in 3, Palidore picking Legends in 2, so maybe not a game changer. And Strim also going with Ignite in 3. So Palidore
We're all
running
wrong.
away with 1 point there.
God damn
to
it.
extend the lead.
Game changer. Oh yeah.
Yo, Palidore's betting against the homies and winning, bro. This is ridiculous.
Against the
This is why I don't want to make any lists. You ask for impartiality, I give it to you, and then I get roasted for
What
it.
do you mean? But you gotta be partial against like some people. You gotta reserve your bias for. We're talking about Far. We're talking about Wolf. We're talking about VTS King, bro.
I know, but I know.
So what happened to Ignite? Were they paid actors? Like what happened? I saw all of a sudden it went to
Okay,
game 3 and then game 3 got tossed.
Okay, so for those who didn't see it, this is it was extremely entertaining, but easily one of the weirdest games I've watched ever. In the sense
Was
that
it
the
like
flow,
heartbreaking?
no, like the flow. So the first round was pretty much crushed by like they killed it. Ignite came back in the second round, skunked them, almost mercied it. In fact, it was 17-0 on the second round for Ignite. They switched out Far with Duel because Far was having some tech issues between rounds, and so yeah, it was like a dominant victory for Legends, then a more dominant victory from Ignite, and then the third round, it was kind of a half and half trading goals for a while, and then eventually Legends just totally pulled away. And yeah, it was a strange flow to the game. I believe there was an overtime. I want to say, I'm getting a little bit brain mushed here, but yeah, it was exciting, but just strange.
All right then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also just
Yeah.
realized.
Didn't we die?
No.
He-
Maybe.
messing
He gone?
with,
Sir Dimewee, are you here?
He might be
Oh.
dead.
So
So
dumb
guys,
what?
I
How was
put
your
him to
day?
sleep, ladies and
Sorry,
gents.
I unmuted myself in Discord in OBS, but not in Discord, and then I had to pull Discord back up because I was messing with the setting in OBS. I realized I didn't have a noise gate on my mic, which is not favorable. There's all sorts of noises I make that generally don't get picked up, so I'm adjusting that right now to make sure
Like that
it
missile in
doesn't
the air
cut my
earlier.
voice out. Anyone let me know if my voice is cutting in and out on the stream. It shouldn't be, but it might be as I'm really not coming in all that hot. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting out. So I'll fix that in just a moment, but I will take us to our next match, which I actually set up because I'm fussing with too many settings here. But this is going to be Nova versus Nebula. So just give me one moment to get this on the screen here.
No problem.
And it was y'all picked the right team, but not in the right number of games. As I get this one set up. Somebody say something. Shem, what do you think about it at the moment?
Currently arranging my inventory in Tarkov. I'm thinking about Tetris.
Oh, of course.
And there's the transition. Here we go. All right, yeah. This is Nova versus Nebula. Nova taking this one in 2 here as oh no, I thought I lost connection for just a moment. And all 3 of you picking Nova, but all 3 of you picking Nova in 3. So that's just 1 point apiece to everybody. I gotta say, what's with the lack of confidence, guys?
You
we
mad, bro?
had partial confidence.
We had the confidence there. We picked the right team. And Nebula they're kind of like a loose cannon, It's their boosting is fast, and I don't really know what happened else in the game. But you know what? We picked the right people. We didn't say Nebula win, and I think that's a victory in its own.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with like disrespect to Nova or anything. It's more like respect for Nebula, I thought they would be able to take a game, not the series, and they didn't. They'd be like that.
Yeah. I feel like for Nova, I mean, I picked because Nebula has been, all things considered, for a new team. I mean, after this week now, 5-7, but they were 5-5 on the season. I mean, again, for a team of who hasn't played together prior, they've been good, and I expected, it would be easy to see them taking a round just based off that momentum they've had as a newer team. I know for Nova, and again, not trying to throw shade, but it's kind of been up and down. I do think lately you've been getting a lot better, so it was kind of a gamble for me. I deciding what basically which version would show up, but like as of late, I mean, Nova looking really good. The passing was right on point. Not to inflate your ego too much and stuff. I mean, yeah, over the I'm checking it right now. Like 3 of the last 4 games, the only game you lost was against Joker, and no one can blame you for that. So the thing is, yeah, Nova impressed, and Nebula, I'm still impressed with them despite the loss.
And
See, I can bring it back to kindness.
no, it was a well fought game. I mean, to be fair, and that we did see that speed from Chocolate and whoever he was with. They were very fast on those. They weren't easy to play against. I mean, they were they fought. I mean, it was a well fought series, and definitely at certain points we were like, all right, stay with it, and I mean, we can take it, but we can't let it get away from us. So yeah, definitely a good matchup there. But we'll go ahead and move on now to the next one because this one maybe a sort of some controversy. Because this is Instinct versus Nebula. Instinct taking this one in 2. But what's notable here is we had 2 mercy bets on this. That one, we've got 1 to Andy and 1 to Strem, and there was no mercy in this game. So I'm just going to go ahead and dock those points for you guys there. 1 point apiece. But you all picked Instinct in 2, so that is also, again, 2.
All right, I'm trying to find these scores real quick. Do you know them off the top of your head? Do you have them written down?
I do not.
Okay, wait, let me see.
I used to, but it's not part of this, so I'm not tracking that information at the moment. I thought about putting it in the notes, but it does add another layer of tedium to keep it kind of noted or organized, it one by one. But there's some to get, and I think fall behind. So yeah, it's not too worried about it. Generally speaking, you can always look it up, as I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I got it. It's 17-6 and 20-4. So they're close on the second game. We almost had it. Toast saying I'm taking the L. That was close. That was not an L.
I mean, it's still an L.
Nah, it's not an L.
It was just close.
Nah.
It's not late close enough. I'm gonna eat my squid. Oh yeah, by the way, stream. Just to gross you out a little bit. Eating adobo style squid. So just picture that right now. Yeah.
I like squid.
Not bad.
Do you like calamari, bro?
I like Team Squid. I miss
What does that even mean? Oh, dude, Team Squid.
Dude, I didn't even forget that because I remember starting out and then we would always get them when we started doing ESL Cups and we just get stomped.
Dude, Squid was the best.
Dude, Rocks, Speedy, QL.
The dream team.
Dynamic trio.
I blow at sports. Vomits profusely, apparently, at the squid thing. You can say you're eye blowing chunks, I guess. Noise game.
That's so funny.
I'll just wait till we get later in the panel. I think he'll redline it again.
We are getting later in the panel as we move on here. We're moving on now. I already forgot which one I just did, but which one was it? That is Genesis versus Flare. And this, the Flare taking this one in 2. Everybody picking Flare in 2. So that's going to be 2 points apiece to everybody.
There we go.
To everybody.
Yes. Oh. Which one was Strem? Which one was Palidore?
Well, I personally, I think that's pretty clear. I don't think we should try to pretend.
But
that's just me, though.
So is this what you're gonna do? Feel like you're gonna show up as a special guest like one of these upcoming weeks and just use that accent the whole time?
Yeah.
Instead of the voice changer?
Maybe
the thing with me and accents,
I don't need a voice changer. I'll just
exactly.
I'm like physically unable to do an accent and then keep the accent. It always transitions into another accent or back to my original voice. I don't know why.
Because you're broken.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, ow.
Dude, I didn't expect it like that. Bro.
In the best of ways.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move on now to this next match. This is going to be Orbit versus Instinct. Orbit taking this one in 2, and maybe not quite a game changer here, but definitely going to have an effect.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
The score differential, I should say, was very unexpected.
We helped warm them up. It was me, Game, Chrome, and I forget who the fourth was. Oh, Wit. We had Wit.
Wit?
And yeah,
He plays?
Wit joined us. Wit. And it's not how I expected it was gonna go. I thought they were still gonna play well. I mean, did you watch, like, what was the downfall? I didn't really know what caused like the huge downturn to points, but it went like completely the other way than what I actually expected to happen.
I mean, you know how Orbit plays. They play in a way that can, I mentioned in the stream earlier, they play in a way that can really throw teams off and annoy them almost. Like they're very pesky, and Instinct just they could not get a rhythm. I kind of said this much on the stream. Just I wouldn't have been surprised to see either team win it. But I did expect all the rounds, whether 2 or 3, like they were gonna probably be close. But yeah, Instinct just like thrown off by the style of Orbit. Basically, what it came down to, they did not look like their normal selves.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, good for Orbit though, coming out 2-0, and especially Instinct. They're playing pretty hot for a while. Seems like they've kind of gotten into a little bit of a dip, but I mean, they've shown that they were able to take some like competition into the top teams. So I think if they just learn from what they learned from how Orbit played and how to play against it and comms wise and not get tilted,
Yeah,
should be a good learning experience.
yeah, for sure. I think that's a good point too, because they did face a week or 2 ago your team and Illuminati as well. So definitely been up against some heavy hitters there.
Yeah, and when they played against us, I felt like they were still like super strong. I mean, part of it I think was we didn't really know how they played too much. Like we had one scrim with them before, and they changed a lot since then. And they've gotten a lot faster.
Right.
So as long as they just keep practicing and they show they have capability to still do well.
Oh yeah, they're one of those teams I think I could see contesting those gold spots easily anywhere down the line, whether it's weeks from now or months from now. I don't think Instinct is going anywhere if they stick with it. Anyways, like they could definitely be one of those top teams for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. We'll go ahead and use that to transition now into the next Orbit game. That was Genesis. Button. Orbit taking this one in 2, and everybody picking Orbit in 2. No change there. A rather predictable outcome. I don't believe I got to see it. And Genesis, of course, that team in Nightbridge, Heath, and Azon. Anybody remember this?
I casted that one today. I will note a little bit of problem, like issues with on their end too. They did have Genesis had a sub, I believe it was Haskell, got hurt and then they lost her between rounds 1 and 2, and they never restarted and she never came back. So the entire second round was actually 3v4, and they didn't actually do too bad. I don't know if Orbit was letting up a little bit or not, but Genesis still competed. But yeah, the results are as you see.
Was it a tech issue or did something happen?
It's probably a tech issue because in the she subbed for who was that earlier that I referenced? Zux's team.
NE plus.
Yeah,
A plus?
Ultra. She dropped at one point, and they continued playing on. Wasn't really sure what was going on. They played for another 2 minutes. I think they scored a goal without her, and then struggled a little bit. It might have resulted in a goal. I don't quite remember. But then at that point, they called for that restart and finally got her back in. But yeah, so maybe she's having some crash issue.
Maybe.
Going on.
Wasn't the case with Genesis though. They just played a full 10 minutes without a timeout for one reason or the other. But yeah.
Right, and I keep finding myself as we move on. I keep forgetting to actually put this in. Like I do the one, I hit the button, and then we start talking about it, and I forget to put it in. So this next one coming up is not a game changer. Nobody's going to make points on. But I will point out that I do remember I said if I was going to make a host bet, it would have been on this game for the team that took it. And now I kind of wish I had that sort of mechanic in because this is that game of Flair versus Infinite, in which Flair took this one. They didn't just win this game. They won this game in 2. And of course, everybody on the panel picking Infinite in various games, but still, Flair coming away in 2. And Andy, what do you have to say?
That
rude.
Who's Infinite?
What kind of question is that? What do you have to say for yourself?
I know
What,
Synapse.
what do you want? What do you want him to say?
I play for Synapse. I don't play for Infinite.
Oh, dude,
Oh!
is he confirming that he just got dropped
No,
by Infinite, bro?
no.
Oh.
That is positively not the truth.
Somebody
Here
clip
comes
Yo,
the
that.
sound
can you
bites.
just
Somebody
release a
clip
formal
that
statement? Can you
Oh,
release
no.
a formal
I'm getting a call
statement?
later. I'm getting a call later.
That's oh man. That's okay, Andy. Don't
I
worry.
didn't actually. Wait, honestly, I didn't actually get to see the game, so I'm actually curious what happened. Because, like I said, I would have picked Flair just because how hot they've been. But I am curious how Flair came on top in that, particularly in two.
Mostly due to just simple mistakes of just continually happening throughout the game, and then we had some weird tech errors. I got crashed out of the game, and then I only figured out today finally what was causing my right hand issues is that my USB port went out on my computer and it was like fluctuating the power and then giving me like it kept on dropping my right hand tracking. But no excuses to that though because they played a really strong game and they were super fast and basically they just did the game special where they just fed him 3-pointers and got him pretty much a pretty solid lead or just had really good cross passes through. So they played really strong and they've been kind of showing that throughout the other games they played as well.
Yeah, you're not the first top team to also, experience some of that flare fire, especially from game.
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe I was referring to Illuminati.
I sense
Yeah, I
maybe
bet.
insult there.
Yeah. It's insult, my
But I think
fucking ass, dude.
when Strem and I were playing
That hurts.
Tarkov the other day, though, we were talking about it, where it's like people are still kind of surprised if Flair win, or they think they're an underdog, and we both kind of agreed that they're no longer an underdog. Like they're a
Which is
full-on
really
Super Bowl top
unfortunate. Let's
team.
make that clear.
No,
Let's make it
yeah.
very clear. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate,
Yeah.
in my
That-
opinion,
that's
that
not
they're
a
no
fact.
longer. It pisses me off that they're no longer underdogs.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, you can only be an underdog for so long, and at a certain point, you're a top dog.
For the record,
Right.
everyone
updog.
on Flair
Updog.
deserves to
Updog.
be up there.
What's up, dog?
Not much. How about you? Thanks.
Everybody on
Ah.
Flair deserves to be on a good every player on that team deserves to be up there, in my opinion. But goddamn, do I hate losing to Grumpy? Holy shit!
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Strem confirmed. Yeah, that's kind of why I put it to 3 rounds because I figured Infinite's been really good as of late, but obviously Flair just cannot deny the games that they have won the last few weeks. So not surprising to see the win for either team, really. But I was wrong for my vote, at least.
All right, so we'll go ahead and use that, especially since we've got Strum up and yelling, get him yelling a little bit more here as we turn to this next matchup at Kangarillas versus Illuminati. Kangarillas, a team so hot on the season, so hot that all 3 of you picking Kang in 2, when in fact, Illuminati finally coming out of their slump here against the hot Kang, not just taking this one, but taking it in 2. Strem, what do you have to say for yourself?
I mean, Illuminati's a good team. We found that out in preseason. They're good, right off the bat, even without a whole lot of team dynamic, especially because QL and Speedy have played so long together. Same with Suburban, right? So I don't know. Ender finally started doing some of the things that we all told him to do at OC6. We sat him down and we're like, "Listen, man, I'm gonna break it to you. You could be so good if." and I think he's starting to do that a little bit. So that's good. However, my honest opinion about that game, I watched it back immediately after. I just wanted to see, and it didn't look very good, And that's not to say that we didn't play good, because playing the game, I felt like me and everyone on my team were playing well, and even the opponents were playing good too. But watching it back on stream, it looked like everyone's offense was rushed to shit, just straight to oblivion. Everyone was going way faster than they should have been. And it caused way too many mistakes in quick succession. And that's because everyone's defense was so on point. Everyone was so fucking fast. And it forced the offense at every minute of the game to just accelerate way too quick. And like, I don't know. We lost. We definitely deserve to lose. They're a good team. They played well. They got the dub. But like that just didn't look like a good game of Echo on the rewatch. And like I don't know. I guess I
think
don't even
it's
know what point I'm trying to make, but I guess like that I don't know. Both teams went into sort of panic mode,
I
and
think you
that's
said
not
it
good.
best. I think you said it best yourself, though. Sometimes, especially like at high level play, honestly, really good defense, which both these two teams have, can make offenses look bad. You know,
Yeah.
uh, like were there unforced errors in there? Sure, probably. You get that in every match, but I mean, if you do have like elite level defenses going head to head, they will make offenses look garbo sometimes, and you'll look back and it's like, oh, that was ugly. But no, it's like because yeah, the pressure was so high. I mean, from what I recall anyway, I know it was earlier in the day, so again, brain mush, but they were playing like both teams. There was a lot of really heavy pressure, like in the mid lanes. It wasn't like you're waiting for each other to come right up into the bubble. There was a lot of just brawling and pressuring right up in the mid areas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
I've been blamed by my team for sleeping through the warm up, and they had to play with Rosie, and I did not give them the adequate warm up before Illuminati is what I've been informed.
Yeah,
So
we had close games though.
Sabotage.
I think we lost one in the series we played in warm up.
yeah, I didn't really hear too much about it. I showed up like pretty much after it already
Yeah,
ended.
they're still good games. Rosie kept on trying to make half courts, dude. I don't know why. It's
Dang,
true.
wow.
It's
Now the
just
Rosie
true,
shade.
dude. I remember it, bro.
I seen it with my
I
eyes.
seen it. Yeah.
Well, rip Rosie then.
Yeah. No, Illuminati's good. Like fuck them though.
Did they start
Yeah.
trying? Did they run out of? They didn't have their excuse, right? That their excuse this whole time was that they weren't trying.
Honestly,
nothing on the line.
if I voted against my team on the podcast last week, we probably would have won this series.
Well, I mean, I remember saying too, and even the Twitch chat at the time, were saying anytime Kang wins or loses their first game, they come back and win the next two. I think that's what you said on the stream on the podcast over on Monday. So, yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and now transition into our penultimate game. However, I just realized apparently we skipped over Joker versus Kang. Joker versus Illuminati. I don't have it down. I don't have any predictions from anybody, so I guess we just skipped it. I didn't realize, so that's my fault. So apologies to those teams, because I don't have any data down for that one.
You have to award us in post, see if it matters.
Joker versus Illuminati. I would have definitely voted Joker in two.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all voted Joker in two, right?
I don't have anything written for it.
It's not even in the weekly
was
predictions.
the score?
No, I have my notes up right here, and I don't even know what happened. I didn't look it up. It's possible I accidentally deleted it when going through an editing to put it up in the Discord. So I can't. Although it's ultimately not going to make much of a difference on the outcome of the game here. As,
Well, you don't
we
know
are
that.
on our. I do know.
Oh.
Because there's only 2 games left, and it's pretty.
Spoilers?
It's pretty obvious. Yeah, some spoilers maybe. We're not. But yeah, no, we'll go ahead and. So yeah, apologies. If we feel like it's that big a deal, I can go back and look to see if we didn't actually skip it. I'm just bad behind the scenes. But yeah, we'll just push on to this penultimate one on the list here.
Well, what about
sorry.
by the by? What about the the wild card? Yeah, at the beginning of the stream that we picked last on Monday.
That's a tiebreaker.
That's what. Okay, tiebreaker, not a wild. Got you. My bad.
Yeah, that's a kind of a wild card style tiebreaker, which we don't always have to pull out. Sometimes we do, but not going to need it tonight. Not
Never
even for
mind.
second place. We can touch on it before we
Interesting,
go.
dude. Interesting.
Yeah.
So me and Andy don't tie, dude. Interesting. What's going on?
Well, it's on this next game here.
Oh well, I definitely voted against myself, and yeah, no, I lose.
Well, no,
I
this one's Joker versus Nova. Where Joker did take this 1 and 2, and everyone did pick Joker, but it was Joker in 2 to Andy and Palidore. Strom picked a Joker in 3.
Ah, darn. This is why I didn't. This is why I don't trust your team, Dimwit.
Well,
Look what you've done to
No
him.
faith. No faith.
it was
Never again.
it was a hard game, and we looked over. I cut out basically every single turnover we made. And I made a video out of it, and we just kind of went over that as kind of a focal point. And what we really noticed was we would have a really good look on offense. We get control of the disc, we'd make a few passes, start moving out of the zone, and there were a couple really good interceptions from Joker. But more often than not, it would be 2, 3, 4 passes and then a missed pass. And that missed pass every single time would go in the hand of Joker, and within 10 seconds, they put it in the goal. And that's how that game went. And so really, obviously not taking anything away from Joker, the number one for a reason. But when we watched that video, I mean, it really came down to a lot of mistakes in passing. And so it's something we've been hyper focusing on since then. They put such a magnifying glass on it when we looked it over. But yeah,
It's kind of
Joker,
like
a strong team. It's kind of hard to take a game off of them, no matter who you are.
it's kind of like Captain Canada, who stopping by there in the chat a little earlier and said, when the Legends went up against those top teams and stuff, trial by fire. Want to say was it? I don't know if it was Joker. I think it was Illuminati and King, right? Or either way,
Sounds right. Yeah.
either or. Yeah, going against basically measuring stick teams, I think Joker is as good of a measuring stick as any.
Yeah.
For Nova and for any team really, where we can really see like, okay, where exactly do we stand? And it's like if we can survive this, we can handle anything. So if you do get those positive takeaways, you can analyze what you did wrong. I mean, there's very few teams that will put you more to the test than a team like Joker.
I agree. They definitely, especially in today's meta in NA, I think Joker is bringing like the most EU style of play right now. And yeah, like you said, Dimmy, like it takes one missed pass and their recovery is so good, their bounce prediction, all that. They just send it down the field and they score before you even can get a boost sometimes. It's crazy.
But they've been really good in the passing play too. Like when they need to be, they still have that EU play for sure. But in some certain games where they are not getting like everything they want on offense, they do know how to like do the back pass, slow pass now.
Oh
But
no, yeah.
but definitely, like Joker has always been one of those weird hybrid teams that just kind of do their own thing and have had a lot of success. So yeah, just props to them.
I said this on Monday, and Strem was not a fan of the comment, but periodically Joker will pull out that formation passing and look a little bit like Kangaroos, and how they execute it. And very controlled, very collected, very disciplined, and it's really cool to see how they can transition between those two vastly different play styles so seamlessly. I mean, a lot of teams can do it, but they're particularly good at it for sure. Well, yeah, so I guess
Nobody can look like King except King.
They worship the king. It's not the same.
Yeah, worship the King.
we'll go ahead and transition to our final matchup here, and that was Infinite versus Kang. And Kang ultimately taking this one in 3. And so we got Andy picking Infinite in 3, Palidore with Kang in 3, and Strem with Infinite in 3. So Palidore are going to get 2 points for that, no points to Strem or Andy. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have anything to say about that one.
Well, if we look at how we talked about the Nova measuring stick, right? If we went back and rewatched the third game immediately, and it literally came down to get out on offense, lose control, they get it down to the other end of the field, boost, get there before us, score, repeat. And it's kind of like that same idea is pretty much everybody in the top teams, including us, like if you make mistakes, it gets capitalized on, and then that's how you lose points. And we just had the most errors, and we couldn't really get into a rhythm, and they kept us out of our rhythm. So it was a good game played by them. It was really hard to beat. Not too much you can do. And we got the best rock, paper, scissors game to get caught on.
That was a good clip.
Of
That was
all
a good
time.
clip.
Of all time, the greatest. Well encouraged, because I was just like, well, what are we going to do during this tech break? And I was thinking of like baseball rain delays. So I was just like going out there and just like messing around. And then I finally got picked up.
That's fun. We need to start like running halftime shows for the Echo streams when we have those. Start getting player entertainment involved that we can bring out so the casters can just chill and have something to show.
Exactly. But Strem, anything to say? Anything to add?
I mean, it was a good game. I went in there. Our whole team, our comms were just like, "Okay, let's have fun. Let's play our game." I think we lost the first one, right? My memory's kind of shit, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Lost the first one, and then we're like, "Yeah, well, shit happens. Let's beat them now." And then we did. I don't know. It's cool.
I think we lost the first one. You guys won the first one, and then we won second, and then you guys won the third.
Interesting. Well, that changes everything.
They were all really close overall. I mean, pulling away, in that last round a little bit, but I mean, like I said, I don't think anyone's surprised.
Yeah, it was one of those games where like
Competitive it was.
that third game, the score wasn't accurate. It wasn't an accurate depiction of the gameplay because that third
Yeah.
game felt a lot closer than it was, or than the score made it out to be.
Yeah, and the first game too was close as well, and then we had
Yeah.
the huge tech timeout that was like 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
And then
that's
I
our
feel
bad.
like
Dude.
it kind of it was fine. It's not like I'm not blaming
my
it on
hands
that.
were-
We
my
both kind
hands
of
were
came.
like- I don't know. My hands were like going out, and they're doing whack.
Oh yeah,
shit
we saw it.
the whole first round.
Yeah,
I was getting real frustrated. I couldn't even move at some points, and then my head tracking wasn't working either. It was super whack.
yeah, that's super.
But
weird.
I think that was just the USB port failing. I had to switch USB ports, and it seemed to fix.
Yeah, that's weird.
Rift
I had the
S, mate.
same thing where Rift S, mate. But I don't know. That pretty much just wraps up all the thoughts on that game. Both close games, and
They're definitely good games. Yeah, for
so.
sure. They're a lot of fun.
Well, as far as this game, this points game, the only one coming away with a W, Palidore. Yeah, eat it.
You were worried. You were worried about your points. You're like, oh, I probably got it all wrong. I guess 3 on so many.
Yeah.
I mean,
I reverse jinxed it.
that was our last match.
You cast or cursed it yourself.
That is the finals. That is the total points. The points total rather of the board Echo here on the weekly Echo. That is Powder taking first place here with 25. Andy pulling up second with 20, and Strem pulling up third with 19. We can go ahead and check out those tiebreaker guesses. Andy picked the game. There's a team versus Deception that he picked team of 2. Was team in 2, so Andy would have gotten the point on that. Strem also picking There's a team, but he picked them in 3, so he would not have received the point on that. And then Powder picked the game of Guinness versus Galaxy. He picked Guinness in 2, and it was Guinness in 2, so he would have been able to get a point off of that had we gone to a tiebreaker, but we did not. So Powder is our Week 6 Weekly Echo Board Echo champion. Round of applause there.
All the echoes.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was a horrible round of applause.
Thanks, Strem. Thanks, Strem. Coming in like 5 seconds late.
Thank you, whoever was trying. Captain Canada with the claps in the chat there. Really appreciate you including participating, Captain. But yeah, that is the show there. Powder coming away with a 25. Not reaching up to that record. What's that?
Do we get? Well, yeah, on that, I won't reach the record, but now since I'm at least up there, get those that Joker results. See if we did it on the stream last week. I want to get all the points that I can.
And it won't reach the record, as I believe Late Toast is the current record.
Oh yeah.
31. But yeah, I will go back and check to see if there's any more points to pick up off of that one that may have been missed. And
don't be shy. Give me more. Put some more.
Give them all the points.
Maybe with 27. We'll go back and check once we're done here. And yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. I'm not gonna hold us for too long because it's been a long day. I'm ready to be done.
Ready to be done.
Of course, before we go, I give everybody the opportunity to plug something. So Andy, or actually Powder, since you took it away here, why don't you start us off? Do you have anything you want to plug or push out there or anything?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this opportunity all night. I knew it was coming. No, I didn't. But yeah, I would love to plug Lil Paper Stick on SoundCloud. That's Jay Walker. I still don't think he's uploaded anything, but visit his SoundCloud. And aside of that, of Zenith saying TikTok, yeah, sure. Palidore on TikTok, I guess. Haven't posted anything like a week, but anyways, sure. And also this little thing called VRML. You can visit those streams pretty much every day. So yes, that's it.
And then Andy pulling up the second place. Anything you want to push out there?
I will be live on Twitch, trying to get more regular schedule, doing Beat Saber Neck Arena, and then keep an eye out on Infinite.gg or Infinite's Twitter account. We should have some announcements coming up soon, so keep an eye out.
What's your Twitch, your handle?
Andy Double Ya.
Y-U-H, yeah.
Correct, a proper ya.
Proper, yeah.
Gotcha.
And
I'm asking not only for me, but also because I've already seen your handle plenty in the chat. But for everyone at home, I should go give you a follow in a second. Anyway, yeah, Strem.
Man, watch me on Twitch, man. I got 2.28 million rubles, man.
I have no idea what this is supposed to mean.
We shooting
Don't feel afraid to
scabs.
ask.
We shooting scabs, bro. Come watch me stream at Strembitsky, bro.
That's
All right.
Strem, call him. He's streaming.
Tarkov streamer.
Yeah, that's Tarkov. There. That's he's trying to do it. I think that was an attempt at a Russian accent, but it was so wrong.
No. You got me all
wasn't-
wrong, dude.
If it wasn't, I'm afraid to know what it was meant to be. So we're not going to go down that road.
Oh,
And,
it
we are going to
was
go ahead.
Sputnik. It's Sputnik doing a Strembitsky impression, trying to do a
It
Sputnik impression.
was
That's what it
simply
was.
an example of why you don't ask me to plug myself.
All right. So yeah, that'll do it for us here
Pause.
tonight. The only thing I have to plug, of course, is the Twitch channel here that everybody's already watching. If you're catching this on YouTube, we do this every Monday and Sunday night over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Sir and anybody coming in late, you can always go catch the replay. I'll have it uploaded sometime late tonight over on YouTube at The Echo. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, panel. That was a fantastic panel this week. Round of applause for everybody here. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, chat, for hanging out, participating, keeping that chat live in the video there. As you can see, it's very clear. And again, thank you, Palidore, so much for the work you did on this. It looks absolutely amazing, and definitely going to help us step forward further into the future here. And so yeah, all the links there in the chat. If you catch this on YouTube, you can always scum type that, manually type that yourself into the address bar if you're looking for any of those links that were just referenced there. So yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for everybody for joining us. This has been the Weekly Echo. We will be back tomorrow night with a new panel. Have a good night. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Stay 6 feet away from everybody. Have a good night.